Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining the Appo LMS webinar. I just would like to know that if I am audible or not. Can someone type a yes if I'm audible? Priyanka and Benu, just let me know if you are able to hear me. You can type a yes or just unmute and let me know.
Ma'am, you are audible, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So we will get started. It's already 3 o'clock when the webinar was scheduled. We know there are other people who must be joining, but we're going to get started. Now, before we, just give me a second. Now, some of the house rules before we get started. If your name is not your actual name, so please rename yourself with your name and your organization name. And if possible, keep your videos on, please, during this session and ask questions anytime. So, whenever you have a question, feel free to unmute and ask questions. This will not be one of the very strict session where you have to wait till the end or anything. So, just make sure you remember that. Just 1 second. I'm just going to make sure. Yeah. Now, moving on. So I'll just take you through the agenda that we have for today. So we will do a live demo of Appo LMS Appo LMS, and we will show you how Appo LMS can help you manage your entire onboarding, training, and streamline that process. We'll talk about a real NGO use case if we have time, an organization that are currently using it and how they have been able to use it. We'll talk about the pricing and the next steps. So these are the four things. There will be no separate Q&A towards the end because we believe that during the session, whenever we are showing you something, if you have a question relevant to that, please ask question during the time itself. So there will be no separate Q&A session, but throughout the session, we'll keep taking questions. So unmute yourself or put it in the chat. We'll be able to answer that. Now, just before we get started and start the demo, I'll just give a little bit of introduction about myself. I'm Piali. I'm the founder and CEO of Appo and Tech for Social Good. I have overall 16 plus years of experience, and out of that 12 years in working exclusively with nonprofits. And over the 12 plus year working with nonprofits, I have managed or done 100 plus software implementation projects. Now, that's a little bit about me. Now, I can see there are 7 participants in the call. I would like to know about who all have joined. You all have filled out the registration form for sure. But if you can type your organization and city name on the chat, that would be helpful. So yeah, please drop your organization and which city are you joining from, because your names are already, we can see in the participants list. So can you please, so it's a request to everyone to put your organization and city for us to also know a little bit about who all has joined. Okay, we have Rashmi from SOS Children's Village from New Delhi. Okay, Neha from Lendahan, India, Pune. We do have quite a few participants apart from Neha. So yeah, please. Okay, Believe Pune. So please, Bhupender, yeah, Center for Civil Society. Okay, moving on. So I think we have people from different places. Pune, we have Delhi, and then I know Bhupender is also from Delhi itself. Okay, moving on. And for the rest, you can also still type in if you're typing, and you can hit the enter and send that. Now, before we start the demo, I would just like to understand that I know there are a lot of HRs who registered for this webinar. So I would just like to understand how many of you are for this joining this webinar for internal training, and if there is anyone who is doing it for program. So if you're doing it for, if you want to learn about the LMS for the internal training, please type a 1 in the chat. If you're trying to explore this for internal and external both, maybe 1 and 2 both. So I would just like to understand this. Is it for internal training primarily people are thinking about, or external and internal both? So yeah, drop a 1 or 2. Okay, I can see 2, external training, 1 and 2 both. Okay, external training. Okay. So we have both the cases, so external training and a mix of internal trainings. Okay. Yeah. And if you others are also typing, please feel free to uh, press the enter. Yeah. Moving on. So I think given that we do have both internal and external training in mind. So before we go and do the demo, I'll just take you through the list of features that it has. And right after we talk about the feature, we're going to go to see the LMS in action. First of all, it's a plug and play SaaS application. That means unlike Moodle or any other self-hosted application, you can go live in day one. So yeah, uh, you will be able to upload courses in any format: YouTube videos, direct videos, PDF documents, any other learning materials, and quizzes you will be able to add. With the Appo LMS, you will be also be able to have a branded landing page of your own organization. So you can create your own LMS landing page where you talk about what this LMS will be doing with your logo, colors, and branding. No designer required. It's like a no-code tool. Quizzes and assessment. After the courses are taken, you can add quiz and linear assessment for the learners. You can also upload free and paid both the courses. Then the automatic certification can be generated at the end of the courses. You can also send mass emails to learners. So the application has the option for you to send emails to learners as well. Drip content is also there. Drip content is a feature where you can specify if the learner will be able to skip one video and move to the second step. And so you can make sure that they cannot skip, or if your training is a little flexible, you can also turn that off and say that, okay, let them skip one lesson and go to the next without finishing the last one. So that's what drip content does. Who have joined for the internal and external training, and the same LMS can be used for the both purposes as well. So you can use it for internal training or for external training, or you can use it for both as well. I'll in the demo, I'll take you through how that can be done. Now, I think we will just move to the demo. So, here we go. So this is the URL that you can see, appolearn.tech. It's a demo URL that we have created, obviously. Now, before we get started, for any organization and NGO, we'll pick a domain which is relevant to your organization name and all of that. It will not look like Appo Learn or anything like that, or Appo LMS. So it will look like your branded, your organization's LMS, because the domain itself will be picked separately. Now, once someone comes to this web app, they'll be able to see a proper landing page talking about the courses. There will be featured courses section. There will be all the course categories and all of that. So this will be kind of the landing page. Now, before we upload and do the courses and upload the courses on the LMS, the first thing to do for an organization would be customizing this particular landing page that comes with the LMS from the settings. So what I would do for that, in order to customize the landing page, I'm just going to click on login, and I'm logging into the portal as an admin of the portal. Once I log in, I would go straight to the system settings and here we go, homepage builder. So when I go to homepage builder, I'll be able to see an option called edit layout. So when I go to edit layout, I'll be able to edit all the sections that I have. So for example, it's sort of an orientation program. It can be employee onboarding. And for MG Institute, you can put your own thing and all of that. So you can type and write whatever you want, including you can also change color of the text. So for example, as per your branding, green is not the color. You would like to have it in blue, red, or whatever color. So you'll be able to change that. So you can edit the text, you can edit the color. You can also change all of the images that you see on the screen. So if you're not happy with this particular icon that's there, you can upload your own icon. If you're not happy with this lady that's there, it's obviously looking a little corporatish, you can change her image and pick a new image as well. So this way you will be, before you get started, first thing you can do, you can design and get rid of the things that you don't want and add the things that is relevant to your organization. And for example, we also have seen some organizations said, we do not need a very extensive landing page. I want our people to come to this LMS and straight away to be able to see the courses. So then I would get rid of everything that was on top. And I don't want to see them categories. I can just literally show them the featured courses, literally when they join. So you can get rid of the sections as well. And if you get rid of something by mistake, you can again click on the plus button, and there will be 50 plus template. And when you cross them, they are not gone from the system, they're just hidden. So you can bring them back from the site panel itself. So this is how you design the home page before you get started and upload the courses. I'm just going to pause here to take any questions which is relevant to this homepage builder or this landing page. Yeah, feel free to unmute yourself or put it in the chat, whatever feels convenient. Okay. So we might not have any questions on this particular section. So after the homepage has been designed as per your need, obviously without any coding requirements, just from the front end itself, then we will go to the category course uploads and all of that. So now before you upload the courses, which you add under the course menu on the side, we will add the categories. Now, because we know that there is a lot of HRs have joined this particular webinar. So I have created a category which is more relevant for internal training. But as I said, they can be anything and everything that you like. So for this demo person, we have a category or a bucket of course, which is called onboarding and induction. Then we have some compliance training, some policy training, soft skills training, and some trainings around health, safety, and wellness. So these are the categories that we have created. But yeah, you can add a new category, and you can also change that images and what they call and all of that. So before you get started, the first thing after the home page would be to add your category. So you will have to create a bucket of courses under which all the courses will be added. Now, if I as an admin have added all of these categories, so what my learners will be able to see. So the learners can come to this web app. We will also do a demo of the mobile app in this webinar itself. So I'll go to that a little bit later. So if a learner came to the web app, they'll click on hover on courses, and they'll be able to see all the categories that you have added. So if they want to take an onboarding induction, they can literally click on this. But what let me go to all courses. And when they go to all courses, again, the categories will be listed right here. And under onboarding and induction, we may only have a one course. If I click on that, this is the course that's listed. So all of the courses are bucketed inside the categories. So yeah. Now, after the admin has added all the categories, then comes a part when you add your courses. But I'm just, before we start creating a course, I'm just going to pause and see if there's any question. Okay. If not, then we'll move on. Okay, so now categories are added, homepage are built. Now we will add the courses, which is the actual training materials. Now, when I click on add courses, okay, before we move to the courses and uploading, I would also like to show off a page that we have created. So your LMS for the age of, if for any organization who would like to use it for internal use, will come preloaded with these courses. Course awareness, communication, presentation. So I'll just keep this on the screen for some time. So these courses will be coming preloaded. We have started working with a individual POS consultant who does this type of work, and we record POS awareness videos and all of that with them. And we'll also add all of these courses. So your LMS is coming preloaded with some courses. What your organization can add is employee induction or organization level policies, your workplace specific cultural values, branding, customs, any custom training content, SOPs, and role-based learning and certification parts and all of that. So this is what your organizations can add, and this is what it will come preloaded. And there's no compulsion for you to use any of these. Again, this is something that we are giving with the LMS. You feel free to, and beyond that, you can add your courses always, right? So now we'll go and add courses, but on this section, I just wanted to see if there's any question or not. Okay. Okay. Now moving on then. So after adding the categories, and then we will add the courses. So if I go to courses and manage courses, here I'll be able to see all the courses that are there. And we will be able to see some courses are showing as active, some courses are showing as private. We'll tell the difference when we add a new course. Now I'll click on add a new course. Now, when you add a new course, you have to give it a title. You have to give it a short description, long description, category, under which category. For me, maybe it's a policy training. So I'm just going to select the policy category. What is the level? Beginner, intermediate, or advanced. Made in which language? So English, Hindi, Spanish. You can also add many more languages dropped from the setting itself. So I'll just say maybe it's a course made in Hindi or something. It's a free or a paid course. I'll say it's a free course. It's a lifetime expiry because I'm assuming that this is for my employees. So I want it to be free and I want them to have lifetime access, not limited time. And drip content is on because I do not want them to skip from one lesson to another. And you can add a thumbnail. After adding all of these details, there are a couple of details that are there. You can treat it as an active course, a private course. Now I'll talk about the difference between active and private. Anything you keep it active, anybody and everybody on the can come to this come to your web app, and then they'll be, when they go to this particular section, they'll be able to see the course has been listed here. Now, the moment I make this particular orientation course private, the moment I do that, then people will not be able to look it up on the web at all. What will have to be done then the just give this. I'll duplicate and I'll show you. Then the LMS admin, if you keep it private, then you have to go to student enrollment and you have to enroll students manually by one. So I want to say that Piali is taking. I want Piali to be enrolled in this course. So if you keep it active, then people can see it and they can see this enrollment button as well, and they can enroll to it. And if you want it to be private and you do not want it to be listed anywhere, whereas from the back end you want to assign this to particular people, then you can keep it private. So these are the basic things that you add when you're adding a course. After that's being added, then you have to add a curriculum. I'll add a curriculum from a course that we have already added. So after those details are added, then you create a curriculum. Now, a curriculum can have a video, PDF, and quiz. Again, this is just a sample. You can add as many sections as you want. Instead of video, PDF, and quiz, I can add a fourth section and I can call it test or something, or maybe reading material. So you can add as many sections inside the course, and based on the number of sections you have added, the students will be able to see them on their portal. So I will now go to the student, log into the system as a student, and I'll show you how that will show in a student portal. So let me log in as a okay. I'm just going to stop sharing and I'll just find this login ID and then I'll log in as a student. Just one second. I'm just looking. I'm just looking for the student's ID and password. Had a test login paper. I just didn't see it. But, right, so I'm just going to share the screen. So once I log in as a student, I will be able to. So see, for example, if this is the orientation course I'm taking, if I start this course, the student, just give me a second, start now. Yeah, I'll be able to see the entire curriculum on the site. So this particular, like I am adding here, video, PDF, quiz, and reading. Obviously, those names are not very creative. I mean, you guys will be giving much better names. But yeah, this is how these will be kind of some collapsible sections which will be added on the student portal. So when they take the courses, they will be able to move from one to another. Now, if I would have enabled the drip content, then they would not be able to move between the sections so easily. They will have to uh, be done with the first one to be able to move to the second one and so on. So this is pretty much how the student experience on the web app will be. Now, moving back. Now, in terms of, as you can see, when I add a lesson, like you can add many different types of content, which can be YouTube video, URL, document, Google Drive, text, image, even strong content and Scrum content are content that are made on Articulate. It's a content creation platform where you can create a lot of gamified content. So you can also add gamified content in your thing, and otherwise typical videos and documents are already there. So this is a type of content, and beyond that, you will also be able to add a quiz. So if I add a quiz, so first of all, you'll have to give the quiz a name. Like give test, I'll say it will go under quiz. The duration is 10 minutes. So when the quiz will start, it will start a timer kind of a thing, and pass mark, I'll say total marks is 10, pass mark for the quiz is 5, and retake has to be, I'm saying 2 retakes are possible, and I'll save it. Now, once I save it, I'll see that under quiz, sorry, yeah, the title has been taken. I've already added something now, name test under this quiz. So now test, this is a quiz that I got added. And if I go to questions, I'll be able to add new questions. So there are three types of questions that you can add: multiple choice, fill in the blanks, and true or false. For whatever question that you select, you have to give the system what is the actual answer for it to mark the question. And me as a learner, if I go and start the quiz, once my admin has added the quiz, it will start a timer and it will give me like, this was a multiple choice question. It's saying, which one do you think it is? So I'll say the answer is A and stuff like that. We'll be able to see that it's, yeah, we have pass mark is 5, retake is 3, and all of that. So a timer and kind of this thing would be starting. I'm just going to pause here. I think we have covered how we would be adding a course. We would be adding a quiz, and what type of course contents can be added. So maybe there's a question there. I'll just pause for it. Okay. If there's no question, then I'm moving on. So beyond the content that are coming here, there are also some things that are coming onto the bottom. One of the things would be an assignment. So beyond quizzes are obviously short questions. You can also add a lengthier question, which is assignment. Here you can, so I'll go to a course where there is an assignment, and I'll show you how the assignment will look like. So an admin should be able to add assignments beyond the quizzes. So if I put quiz and all courses, maybe I'll just click on the courses. Yeah, this is the training that I'm taking. So I'll just add an assignment in front of it so that we can see how this will go. So I have a course open, which is a volunteer induction, and under assignment, I'll add a new assignment. So I'll have to give a title. I'll just give the title as assignment title. Question, I'll type it as question. So you can type anything in the question, and you can say that total marks is 10 and deadline is, this assignment has to be completed by 29, and then after admin. So I have added this inside this volunteer induction. So now I'll go to my courses and I'll take the volunteer induction course. Just 1 second. I've added 2 many courses. See that the volunteer courses. Okay, that volunteer induction course under which I have added this. This is actually a private course, hence I'm not able to see this. So I'll just mark as active. So I've just marked as active. I'll be able to see this now. Yeah, so now in the volunteer induction course, it is now active. I'll just enroll as a student. Once I enroll, it will come under my courses section, and I'll be able to start. Now, when I'll be able to start, I'll be able to see an assignment here as well. Now, the assignment will obviously have a title and the question and the total marks, and then you can just click on submit assignment. When you submit assignment, you'll open a section for you to type something. It will also have a section where you can upload a file, and you can also enter a private note, which will not be going to, like, it's a rough workspace. So you'll be able to type something which doesn't get go to the assessment or the admin or something. So you'll be able to submit that. This is how the course gets created, and this is how the assignment comes right here. Now, any questions on the assignment part? I would like to understand from the HRs on this call that if they think that beyond quiz, they will also need an assignment section, or quiz will be enough for what they will be, what they have in mind for the trainings. So yeah, you can, I think, unmute and tell, let us know that do you think the quiz is enough, but or do quiz and assignment, assessment, whatever you call, both will be needed for the type of training you had in mind. Okay. Uh, just 1 second. I don't think there's anything on the chat. Okay. The question was for an HR. Can any of the HR that we have on this call can unmute and let me know if quiz and assignment both would be needed, or assignment quiz is fine? I do not think I have very active participants in this call. Yeah, so I think just put it on the chat if you're not able to unmute or anything. So you can put it on the chat as well. Okay. Just would like for everyone to put a thumbs up. I don't even know if people are there listening or they're not. I would just request everyone to put a thumbs up or yes on the chat, just to for me to make sure that we have people. People are not sleeping on this call or something. Okay. Okay, I got yes from Priyanka. I got a thumbs up. And what about the rest? I got another thumbs up. Okay. Okay, then I'll get moving. I think we have got 2 or 3 thumbs up, but I'm not sure what if the rest is listening. I think next time onwards we'll have some shorter tests just to ensure that people are even there on the call or not. Okay. Now, this is how you add your courses. You would be adding your uh, assignment or quiz and all of that. So that's how you do that. Now, beyond that, after you do that, I think your courses will be live on the portal. And obviously, if you keep it active, it will be everyone will be able to see it. If you keep it private, it will not be listed, and you can assign them from the backend. Now, I'll just take you through the mobile application that we have. For that, let me just turn on something that I have. 1 second. I'll just take you all through the mobile app that we have. Now, obviously, like any other mobile app, it will start with looking up on the Play Store and then look for Appo LMS. Sorry, Appo LMS. And when I search for Appo LMS, the first option will be Appo LMS from Tech Consumption Group. So I'll just open it. Now, once you install and open it, this is how the platform will look like. So first of all, on the first screen, you can add some top courses. You can add some tags on courses that are listed under top courses. Just 1 second. So these are the top courses. The admin can mark what has to be listed under the top courses. And below that, you will be able to see the course category. So this is on the home screen. Just 1 second. This is on the home screen. We'll be able to see all the course categories that we have created and the top courses. If you, your employees can go to employees or external, go to all the categories, and if under each category, they'll be able to see the courses that are there in the particular category. Now, the next thing on the menu is the My Courses. Now, My Courses are the courses where all of the courses that you have already enrolled for and you're taking will be kind of listed here. So home is all courses. This particular menu, My Courses, is for My Courses. Cart is only applicable if you have paid courses. Otherwise, it will be pretty much blank, and that's about it. And needless to say, this when the system opens up, instead of Appo Learn, your organization's branding will be there, both on the web application, on the mobile application. So you will not be able to see Appo Learn on the page or Appo LMS. You will be able to see your own logo here. So that is the mobile app. So I'm just going to stop sharing now. Now moving back, so this is all pretty much everything that you will be able to do. Now I would just go to what type of reports the platform will be giving. First of all, it will give you a dashboard where you will be able to see how many courses has been added, how many lessons have been added inside the courses, number of enrollment, number of students, a basic. And if you're using paid courses, that add revenue and all of that, and coming all of these active, private, upcoming, the breakdown of that. Apart from that, if you go to, if I go to student enrollment and enrollment history, I will also be able to see that which student is enrolling for, sorry, which student is enrolling for which course on which date. So you will be able to see all the student enrollment date-wise. So you can see that who is enrolling to which thing. Apart from that, you can also go to the, so this is one type of report that you'll be able to see. Apart from that, we can also go to the students. So if you go to users and if you go to student, under students, if you go to manage student, you'll also be able to see for each student how many courses they are enrolled into. So in the next 1 week or so, we will be adding some more columns so that you can see Piali has enrolled to 5 courses, but for each courses, what is his breakup? Like maybe one course has been completed while the other is only 50% and all of that. So we'll make this particular report or the page a little more holistic for you to get an individual level breakdown beyond just the number of courses that they have enrolled into. And that is, so this is, these are the 3 type of reports that you see. Apart from that, when they take a course and there's an assignment or a quiz that they are taking, the admin will be able to export that from the portal itself. So you will be able to export, like for example, if volunteer induction has a quiz, you will be able to export the quiz result where you will be seeing that Piali has said this under the question this. Whereas maybe Hema and John has said something else and all of that. So it will be a complete Excel. I would love to kind of show you that. Okay, so I'll just open the assignment section. Assignment and quiz all are exportable. So for example, if I open, if you as an admin, you'll be able to view submissions. I haven't submitted anything, but yeah, this is the kind of a table that you will be able to see, like a student marks and all of that. You'll be able to export that as well. Okay, so that was about what type of reports that you would be able to see beyond what is already available. So there are a couple of reports that we will be working on in the next couple of weeks, which is, as I already said, individual student dashboard, where you will be able to see each individual student, what type of courses they have completed, what they are doing and all of that. Student ranking system, because we will be doing PLE and maybe John has their progress track, we will be able to rank them as well, and the admin can enable the ranking system or not. And the admin's reporting and dashboard, the dashboard section that you saw on the top, we will also add some more numbers and charts on that as well. Okay, I'm just going to pause here. I think right now we just covered what type of reporting is there. I would just like to understand if there's anything that you saw that you thought would be helpful on the reporting side, or if there's anything missing that you're feeling right now. Okay, I think if you're not able to, people are not able to unmute, you can type your thing as well. Reports are sufficient, or you think once we add all of the 3 that we all have in mind as well, then it will be more like what you had in mind. Okay, so I will just check with a couple of people. I'm just gonna, if no one is going to answer, maybe I'll just ask some people. Very okay. I think I'm okay with the report. I got a private message. I'm okay with the report since we are renewing the platform for new employee training. Okay. Okay. I got from Raman. Yeah. Okay. I would just like to get one more answer on the report section. I think I'll just take a name. Neha, I can see you are on the call. Neha K. Will you be able to tell me that the report was sufficient or you would like something else to be there as well? Okay. Neha, are you online? Are you still on the call? Okay, if not, okay, I'll take one more name. Priyanka from Unnati. Priyanka, what do you think about the reporting part?
Yeah, I feel like it's sufficient.
Okay. Okay, thank you for letting me know that. Okay, now moving on, I think there are two things that we have to cover, which is one would be like whenever a course is completed, a student can get some certification. So I'll go to my courses and just 1 second. If I go to my courses, and for me, I can see that 50% is my progress on the orientation course. Uh, if I continue on this, I will be able to see certificate on the bottom, and I can see that I have completed 50%. Now, when I complete 100%, it will give me an option to download a certificate. Just 1 second, I can see another question. Okay, that was a private message on the chat. Okay, now if I'm if I have completed 100%, then there will be a download option and the certificate will look like something like this. If I go to certificate settings, the certificate will look something like this, right? Post completion certificate, and it will have a background like this. Now, as you can see, this is a blank background. It's a very generic one and all of that. For your organization, you can design this in your with your branding, with the color palette and everything that you have, and then upload the template from here. After you upload the background, then you can click on build certificate and place wherever things are going. And if you don't see something is there, if I maybe sign. So if I want to add a new thing called signature, I can just add it and place it anywhere. So you would be able to upload the background image, then you would be able to place the writings wherever you want, and that's how your certificate will be built. And whenever a course is completed, the admin will be the students will be able to download that same. So just give me a second before I move on. I have a couple of questions. Okay, I think there are some private messages that I have. I'll just read. Okay, now that was the system settings and the certificate settings. Beyond that, there's a newsletter section, as we were talked about when we started this, that you will be able to send mass messages. So for example, there's a new course which is launching on 1st May. You can send a newsletter, click on there, send a newsletter where you can add a subject, add a description of the mail, and you can send it to all the students or maybe all the users, including your internal admins and all. So yeah, I think specifically all the students are more relevant because you want to notify the students about a course. So yeah, this is the section where you can send mass mail right from the portal itself without having to have any separate list going on. So this is pretty much what we have on the LMS thing. I think I'm just going to yeah, pause if I can see if there's any question. I think we are almost we have 20 more minutes and we have a couple of more things to cover, but I'll just pause for questions. Okay, so I think on the thing on my private chat, I got a question about my voice was not properly audible or what? Can someone tell me that, because I think someone wrote to me that it was not properly audible. Is it now? Okay, now it's okay. Thank you. So I guess what I was saying, that there was a question around, say, apart from like all the things that you see on the courses, you'll also be able to conduct live courses. So live classes. So on the live classes, what happens? You as the admin, you can go to the course, particular course. You can, for example, it's volunteer induction, and you can edit course, and you can go to live classes and add the details about when that, who is the instructor, when when it happened, and all of that, and that detail will come right in front of this particular section. So we have a section for live classes, assignment, and certificate. Forum is a place where the students can ask question to each others. For example, the student work has asked some question, and someone else whose name is learner who has said something, and you can like, dislike, and all of that. Forum is something that is more like driven by the students to student interaction, where one student can answer another student. Admin can also answer, but that's not a primary purpose of it. So yeah, so to say this in short, live classes are available, and all the details that you add there will be added here, and people can literally come and join from the live classes section. Okay, I guess that is about it. I'm just going to, before we talk about the pricing a little bit, I would okay, I would give an example of how another NGO has been using the LMS. Okay, so just 1 second. So for that, I'm just going to share my screen and show you something. I'll take you through their homepage a little bit. So we have a nonprofit called MASH, Delhi-based organization. They have a We Rise Women Entrepreneurship Program. So how they are using it? They obviously are using it for this particular women entrepreneurship program, where they have added all the women entrepreneurs that they have in the current cohort, and those people are able to take the courses. So they have some mentor clinics going on, some expert session going on, program details, and all of that. So these are the courses that they have added. These are the buckets that they have added, and under each of the bucket, they keep adding courses. Obviously, this is a case where this is used for an external kind of external facing platform, and for the same, they have completely changed their homepage, which has only their information and nothing related to us and all of that. So this is how a particular NGO is using. This is one of the example, but I thought that maybe it would be useful to know if how the other NGOs are using. But this is a case where they're using it for an external training, not for internal trainings. So we are almost at the end of the session. We still have 15 more minutes. I have a few more details that I would like to share to all the people. Just give me a second. I'll share my screen. Okay. Now, after the live demo, just 1 second. Just play my screen. So, for an NGO, for an organization to streamline its learning and onboarding, I think there are 4 things that you have to do. First of all, you have to think of the different categories that or courses you want to add, which is the categories. Then identify the content for each of the courses, or record them if they're not available, and then upload the courses, and then employee takes the training and get the certification done. So obviously, these will be the basic steps for you to streamline your learning and onboarding. Now, to everyone joining this session, I have a question. Now, if you are seeing this, just let me know. Do you think your content is ready? Because if you, until you have your some of your content, not everything ready, you will not be able to like get started with an LMS. So my question would be: is the content ready or not? You can just type content ready, still working, or not ready. Okay, I would like to understand if everyone that have joined this call, if the content is ready or not. If you can just type on the chat, that would be helpful. Unless some sort of content or some sort of documentation or anything that you have ready. So I'll tell you how we also started working on this. Okay, not yet. I have got a private message, not yet in the format that required to upload in this platform. Okay, so I think the reason that I think having the content is the primary thing, because otherwise, like, see, uh, up until last year, what when we were doing implementations of many SaaS platforms like Zoho and all, what we would do when we will hand over an organization, we would also record videos training their employees so that when they have a new people, they can be trained, and those type of content we kept recording those Zoom calls and all of that, and and those organization kept those in their LMS or in their Google Drive. So even if you have a Google Drive folder where some of your trainings are recorded, then you can get started with an LMS. Unless you have some contents ready, because we will be obviously adding those contents that we already said, but unless you have some sort of content that are ready, and it doesn't have to always be video, it can be documents as well, it can be your policy documents and then quiz, then LMS implementation can start only when you identified at least the content that can go, right? After the webinar, you will receive an email from Luma with a webinar recording YouTube playlist link and a link to book a one-on-one call with me. So feel free to use this link to book a one-on-one call if you would like to talk separately and would like us to understand your use case and how this would be implemented. And beyond that, you can also reach out to me at this email ID. I'm just going to keep it there for 20 seconds for anybody to take an image to note it down later. Okay, so I have, before we end the session, I think I have a question that the content on the POS compliance, or you provide, okay, so it is on the POS compliance training. So the POS and do you provide content for the legal Yes, so that was one of the thing that, so he was asking that if we provide content for the POS training, we do that. So I'll just go back to my screen and I'll open this particular thing. So all of these 11 courses that you think, this POS thing from POS to this 11, course number 11, which is professional conduct and workplace behavior. So all of these courses, your LMS will be coming preloaded if you like it. So we are already in the process of curating, and in the next 15 days to 1 month, we will have all of them added to the LMS. So your LMS will come preloaded with these courses. And beyond that, if you need anything or if you have other organization specific training, you have to add it. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. I guess we still have 10 minutes left. If I'll just stop sharing my screen and come to the call. And if there's question, I'll just stay here for another 2-3 minutes. And if you don't have any question, then feel free to drop off and expect a mail right after the call.